feel like everyone always asks me, how do you do it? How do you balance school, working, training, competing, traveling? And I just kind of tell them, like, I get up, I know what I have to do, I get it done, I go to sleep, and repeat. Whatever I set my mind to, I did it without question. I would just only focus on that, and I would really dedicate myself to doing that. My dad had always taught me ever since I was little. He's like, never settle for less. If people tell you that you can't do it, you're supposed to go out there and try 10 times harder and show them that you can do it. My dad spent 25 years in the Army, and my mom has pushed herself both physically and academically. And so I've always had that role model of, if you're not doing something productive, what are you doing with your life? I think there's always pressure. I've always medaled at a world event. I don't think people realize it, but they're always like, oh, AJ's consistent, AJ will bring us home a medal. And so when they say that, like, a little piece of me just dies on the inside, because I feel like I have to deliver a medal. That's why I think I work so hard, is because I feel like I have to do that, not just for myself, but for my country. I talk about the differences between girls and guys in any type of sport, really. I relate it mostly to martial arts just because that's what I teach on a daily basis. Guys have this thing about just using brute strength to do things. For girls, they can't do that because they don't have the same strength, and so they really have to understand the technique behind everything. And so if you look really closely, most of the girls will have better technique than boys, just because they had to take the time to learn it. They had to take the time to get there in order to have the same effect. And so I think that's really interesting, because I see it a lot in like soccer. The girls, they don't have that same power, and so they have to figure out a different way, and so they focus a lot on the technique. Once you balance that, not saying why wouldn't you learn from a girl, but why not? In the back of my mind, I always think like it's not my win, it's all the people that helped get me there. It's my family that's there at 6 a.m. watching me do the same move 100 times to make sure I do it right. It's my mom having to learn so many different things of different countries to organize our trips and plan all these things out and manage the finances to make sure that I can do all the things I want to do. It's my dad that's there to manage my training schedules, and it's my sister that's there to hold the camera and record so I can see what I look like. So I like it's always a we thing. I think the biggest thing achieving in martial arts to me is making an impact in other people to where they feel confident and they're able to really be the best they can be, because it's such an individual sport that it allows for someone to really branch out, not only physically but like mentally and emotionally, and just be a better person in general. And I think that's like my primary goal, is to inspire as many people as I can with being a better person.